The 2-week warning strike of the Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and associated institutions, which started on Monday, recorded total compliance across all universities in the country. A letter signed last Friday by the JAC said the president of SSANU, Mohammed Ibrahim, and Nasu's General Secretary, Peters Adeyemi, gave the order for a 2-week warning strike which commenced on midnight of March 27th. Ibrahim said his team monitored all universities across the nation and he was certified that union members complied with the strike order. He said there is total compliance. I have pictures of all the campuses. The University of Lagos especially had total compliance. No water, no electricity. This is what we have been saying. You cannot keep people as members of staff and deny them their entitlements and expect them to continue to serve you. You go to the clinics, gates, bursary, hostels, it is our people that are there. A visit to some of these universities showed that activities were grounded. For instance, at the Unilag, there was no activity. Everywhere was calm on the campus, as a source revealed that there was no electricity and water supply. Likewise, the University of Abuja on Monday recorded power outage, water supply due to the strike. Uni Abuja JAC emphasized that if at the end of the 2 weeks the government did not respond, members would commence a total strike. However, Ibrahim said some of the items in the agreement JAC signed with the federal government are the renegotiation of the 2009 agreement, payment of earned allowances, usurpation of non-academic career positions by vice chancellors, inclusion of university staff school into the university community, non-payment of minimum wage arrears, and funding of state universities. He appealed to the federal government to fulfill its promises to the unions. He said, "We have met with them with timelines. We have been pushed to the wall. We are appealing to spirited Nigerians to appeal to the federal government to live up to its expectations, its promises. We had an agreement in 2009. This is 13 years after. Less than half of the demands have been implemented. Even those implemented are not forthcoming, and still nothing is being done. Just promises. We have been pushed to the wall. We expect that government will see a reason to pay our people their entitlements and implement all the agreements we have reached with." The Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineers has assured residents of Lagos State that it would utilize groundwater to tackle the problems of unsafe water and water scarcity. Residents of the state have been reacting to the water scarcity experienced in the Ketu, Ikorodu, Surulere, and Alimosho areas of the state. The national president of NIEE, Ssanu Odukoya, said the institute would partner with the government to ensure the availability of potable water. He said water scarcity in the state is a concern to us because people must have access to clean water. The level of compliance coming from the Water Corporation is less than 25%, and the type of water residents readily have access to is not portable. Article VI of the Sustainable Development Goals talks about access to water and sanitation, and this water has to be portable. Unfortunately, most of the surface water people use are polluted and not safe. There are many heavy metals that pollute our waters, particularly in Lagos, a major industrial hub. There is also seepage from landfills and septic tanks due to the indiscriminate setting of boreholes, leading to health challenges among residents. So, to tackle this lack of safe water, we want to first create awareness, collaborate with the government, the society, and other stakeholders to ensure that people have access to safe water. This year, as we observe the World Water Day, we plan to make groundwater feasible because we have seen that the water that comes from the supply is not adequate for the people. Groundwater has been well utilized by various companies, but homes and businesses too need this. So we are working to create policies with the government, protect and preserve wetlands, and promote the accessibility and visibility of groundwater through boreholes and promotion of integrated water system. Odukoya also explained that the NIEE will tackle the challenges of exploitation of groundwater. As environmental engineers, we are concerned about the way sewage and industrial waste are dumped into the lagoon. This is one of the challenges we are facing because somebody is drinking that water downstream. So whatever thing that you have done upstream, its effects will be felt by somebody downstream. The pollutants we dispose of in the waters return to earth, and this could explain some of the ailments people are now having. This is why we are working with the states and driving strong advocacies on preservation of aquatic lives and prevention of underground water activities that will cause its pollution, like the discharge of hazardous waste materials.